Good morning, grade 4. How are you today? I hope you are all fine. Today we are going to continue our concept which is called energy and collision. Excellent, grade 4. Now, let me ask you, have you ever played marbles before, grade 4? If you played that game, you will find that kinetic energy is transferred from your hands to the first marble. And also some kinetic energy is changed into sound energy when you hear the click sound between marbles. Excellent, grade 4. Now, let's see the interesting game which is called Newton's cradle. At this game, you will find that when Newton's cradle ball is raised up without leaving, I'll store, which energy I'm storing? Excellent, grade 4. Here I'm storing potential energy. Super, grade 4. But when you leave the ball, the potential energy decreases gradually and changes into excellent, grade 4, kinetic energy. And then also the kinetic energy will transfer from the first ball to the second ball and to the rest of balls, grade 4. So at the end of the game, the number of balls moving in both sides will be equal. Excellent, grade 4. And also some kinetic energy of the first ball will change into sound and thermal energies as a result of that collision. Now, let's see some energy convergence which occurred during a collision of Newton's cradle. As you see from that picture, you will find that some kinetic energy changes into thermal energy, which is produced due to friction, which occurs between the string and other parts of Newton's cradle. Also, some kinetic energy changes into other forms of energy due to the friction of air with the ball. Now, let's see some tasks of the car investigator. The car investigator, by the way, is the one which is responsible for investigating the site of accidents to know the reasons of the car accidents. Okay, grade 4. So, he has two important tasks, which are number 1, taking measurements from the scene of accidents, and number 2, collecting data. Let's see what happens in number 1, which is taking measurements from the scene of accidents. As the investigator has to measure the damage that occurred to each car, as sometimes he needs to use photos and videos which provide him with the needed information. And also the car investigators store the crashed cars to check their damage completely. Excellent, grade 4. And here in collecting data, he needs to know the force that affected on a vehicle. So he has to measure its mass first by using a special scale. And also the investigator uses reference materials about the measurements of the car that he can get from the car manufacturers. As during manufacturing of the car, the engineers crash each car first as a test, but under controlled conditions, as they use special devices which measures the force. And finally, he compares the cars from the crash to the data that the manufacturers supplied him with. Excellent, grade 4. Now, let's see what happens in the collisions of cars. Here we have two types of collisions. First, side collision, and number 2, front collision. Let's see what happens in side collision first. As you see from that picture, grade 4, the small car moves in a straight line across the intersection normally, while the larger car moves also in a straight line. So the larger one will hit the smaller one at its side hardly. Okay, grade 4. So this is what happened in side collision. While in front collision, here, as you see from that picture, the smaller car moves through its right way slowly towards the intersection, while the larger car moves very fast in the wrong direction. So here the two cars meet each other and collide from the first, and so the smaller one will move some backward steps. Excellent, grade 4. And here at the end of grade 4, thank you for listening.